If you align your strategies to what everyone else is doing, be sure a single business bullet will take you all down. And so I want to talk to you today about how we need to redesign our business, how we need to redesign our business model, how we need to rethink data, and how we need to rethink product. So why do we need to redesign our business? Essentially because you cannot do new world order business from an old world order place. All companies are old world order places, and funnily enough, a lot of startups are because they've replicated the corporate world in microcosm. So the systems and processes and structures are born of a time when the process used to be linear. In my background, advertising, once upon a time, what you did was, first of all, you shot the big TV commercial, then you shot the print ads, then you did everything else, including that fun little thing called a website. Today, everything's changed, but the systems and processes and structures haven't. It doesn't actually matter how brilliant you think anybody speaking on this stage today is. It doesn't matter what inspirational thinking any of us spark in your brains. It doesn't matter what innovative, disruptive ideas any of you have as a result of what you hear today. If you go back to the office tomorrow morning and plug all of that brilliance, all that inspiration and all that innovation and disruption back into the same old world order systems and processes, you'll just get the same old world order crap out the other end.
Hear, hear.
So, you need to rethink how you do business, and a very good place to start is to ask yourself, how would you like to do business? Decide, and then design your business around that. And when you're doing that, it's very important you also redesign your business model. I observe too many people who think either there's a set number of business models out there and we have to use one of those, or they think this is the business model in our industry, this is the way we've always made money, this is the way we always will. Neither of those things is true. Your business model can be anything you want it to be. And in fact, a very good starting point for that is ask yourself, how would you like to make money? And then design your business model around that. Every year, the American Association of Advertising Agencies holds an annual conversation in the US, laughingly called the Transformation Conference. I make my bias completely clear, laughingly call that because my industry has enormous trouble transforming itself. This is a quote from Adweek's coverage of what went on at that stage last year. Yes, data and analytics are powerful tools, but they're no substitute for inspiring others through creativity. And that's a quote from a feature that was headlined, "Foray's Conference, Data Won't Trump Creativity. Advertising is about romance, not science." Are the perennial art versus science debate in my industry? Actually, I don't think it's either or, I think it's both. Because the new creativity is data-informed. And note, I don't say data-driven, I say data-informed. Big data represents big opportunity. We now have the ability to know more than we ever have before about what people want, think, feel, like, love, buy. And that ability informs a whole new approach to creative product. But it's very important when you approach big data that you decide what you want to focus on, because you are what you measure. This is a fundamental truth in business and in life. What you decide to measure yourself by, what you decide to evaluate yourself against, will determine your future as an individual. In the same way that what you decide to measure and evaluate and value will determine your future as a business. And so you need to decide that for yourselves, because there are no industry-wide standard metrics in the new digital landscape. There is no Nielsen of the new world order. You decide what the key things you measure are going to be, and then you live and work by them. And when